I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Jackson outside. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Jackson. Comes up. Up empty down low. And here's Harden. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Here's DiVincenzo, following the three-pointer by Los Angeles. Harden scanning the floor. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Zubac doing major damage. Check that rim out, folks.
Here's Edwards. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but, hey, you take it when it comes.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. The two-way star Kawhi Leonard was at the top of the coach's mind. He told me we've seen Kawhi win those finals MVPs because at his best, he is as good as anyone in the world. Leonard doesn't just score it, he can also shut down your best wing. It's really tough facing him. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Over to the left wing. The drive by DiVincenzo. Clock at 4. Here's Gobert.
They're a little slow out of the gates. Just 1 for 4 from the field so far.
Off target at the rim. Many players have size. So what makes Rudy Gobert such a good interior defender, Clark?
Well, size is part of it, clearly, B.A., but timing is the big thing. And then awareness, recognition of what the situations are and being able to adjust your body position accordingly. And then anticipation. I mean, timing and anticipation, awareness, those are the things that make really good defenders. Boy, the upside DiVincenzo has is obvious. I mean, now it's up to him to continue working on his game and keep getting better.
And he can't hit the second. The Timberwolves making it to their second straight Western Conference Finals last year, Clark.
Yeah, you know, what impressed me the most, I think, was making it last year as a 6th seed, gelling down the stretch of the season. They struggled for a good part of the season, but the last third or so of the season, they really came together. Just did not have quite enough to make it to the final.
He goes up, throw it down on the breakaway jam.
I think DiVincenzo is at his best in the open court because he... He's got tremendous speed.
Outside Harden. Pass to Collins. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot. No problems knocking that one down. Leonard's got 6 points.
You know, three-pointers were the shots you, at one time in his career, wanted to give Leonard. Now you've got to guard him beyond the arc.
Oh, stolen by Harden. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. Here's Leonard. He has 6. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Edwards. And it's Clark on the take. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Outside Harden. Driving in.
What you say? My goodness. Come on now. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Dunn. Here's Leonard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. You think back to the prime years of Kawhi. Leonard Clark. He was absolutely dominant.
Yeah, he really was. I mean, so few wings could dominate the way Kawhi did when he was healthy and in his prime. I mean, he could score at all 3 levels, especially in that mid-range game. Absolutely lethal. And then defensively, he was a stopper. He would just turn people's water off. In his peak, he was as good as any two-way player we've had in the league.
And Los Angeles making a change here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Grant, the Clippers were finally healthy in the playoffs last season, but it still wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, but they gave us a dramatic 7-game series against the Nuggets, who then went on to push OKC to 7 games. So even if it wasn't the outcome the Clips wanted, still a heck of a season.
Nice shot by Harden.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it. Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rack.
Harden can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Clark left side. Jackson outside. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's Beal. Lopez, the screen. He gets it up. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers closing out this quarter with a 7.
Clippers 15.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Clippers are remaining competitive even with some shifting pieces in their roster. Star play creator James Harden said, quote, "We're legit and our defense is really good. Offensively, we know what we want to get to and we hang our hats on the defensive end." Back to you.
A heavy veteran roster. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie. Shannon. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And the dunk by Jones.
Just a terrific basketball play by Jones Jr. Securing the miss and then finding his own opening.
Jackson outside. There's a screen. Pass to Thor. Over Jones. No good off the glass.
Relatively open from mid-range. You'd like to see that one go down.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Collier, no good.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
It's Beal on the wing. No points so far. Shot from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Good contest. You can't let them have open shots from mid-range. I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Malcolm Brogdon.
Hits a three-pointer.
You have to chase Brogdon off that three-point line. He's a very good shooter from this area.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Beal. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. To the middle. 6 to shoot. Back to Nurkic.
You know, with the length he has, it is very hard to get a clean look at the rim over Lopez. He's an excellent rim protector.
Left side, Brogdon. Down low. And the dunk by Jones.
Yeah, he's got his master's degree in dunking. Derrick Jones Jr. can throw it down on everybody.
The three is up. The putback. Nurkic. Banked it in off the glass. Nurkic has got his first basket.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
It's good. And the Clippers lead by 10. The role of the big man has evolved over the years. What's been the most noticeable change to you, Clark?
BA, and it's not just the big man. I just think the overall athleticism of all of the players, certainly the big guys, stand out because they're now taking the ball rack to rack. They can go in traffic with the dribble. They're more mobile on defense because defenses switch a lot now. I mean, it's not all about being in the paint just because you're a big guy. They play all over the place.
Jones sets a screen. Out to Beal. To the paint. And the dunk by Jones.
A little extra sauce on the slam that time by Jones. This guy is a monster dunker.
And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. So both teams changing it up here. Minnesota on D. 8-point game. Leonard on the wing. Give him 8. Collins outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Leonard inside. He's off on the layup. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, you have to admire the size and strength of Jackson Jr. Just fantastic work establishing himself inside and slamming it down.
Now here's Harden. 5 points in the game. Dunn outside. Harden Into the lane. And Harden with the slam.
Harden is one of the most lethal penetrators in the game and excels at finding lanes to the rim.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And that'll do it for the first half of play. It's Los Angeles. They lead by 6. And we'll be back right after this. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Clippers lead by 6. Well, Clark, for over a decade now, the Clippers have essentially been a staple in the postseason.
Yeah, B.A., they sure have been. They've only missed the playoffs twice since 2012. Staying competitive during that stretch, despite a great deal of roster turnover and some major injuries to deal with as well. Harden is sneaky with that ferocious dunking ability of his. You can tell he enjoys throwing it down with power.
And Edwards slams it in.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up his... much power as he could behind that two-hand.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Oh, there's the alley! And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Timberwolves trail by 6. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. DiVincenzo driving. Kicks it out to Clark. Back to Gobert. Poke loose. Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers' ball. Los Angeles leading by 6. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Now here's Harden. He's got 9. Over Clark. Harden misses.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And here's Edwards outside. The triple hit for Edwards.
Edwards loves those long-range bombs. He's a confident shooter.
And here are the Clippers now. They've led by as much as 10. Well, when this game is over and done with, they'll be off to Utah to take on the Jazz. And that'll mark the end of this 5-game road trip. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. On defense, Los Angeles. 3-point lead. There's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than goes around him.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, Brian. James Harden is very comfortable at the controls of the Clippers offense, and Coach Ty Lue said he sees the game how I see it, from a point guard's point of view, a coach's point of view, how teams are playing us defensively, how we can capitalize and take advantage of it. BA, back to you.
A tremendous IQ. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Right side, DiVincenzo. Picked by Gobert. DiVincenzo driving. Oh, got a piece of it. 4 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Leonard. This one for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And here's Minnesota now. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
Edwards is a true scoring machine, and he is relentless. He's lighting it up tonight.
And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
Ant is tough to slow down. That guy is big and strong, and he's got quickness, too.
Oh, the block shot. Grabs it out of the air. Outside, DiVincenzo. There's the drive. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Look at how DiVincenzo burst inside on the drive. Gave the defense no time to set up.
Out to Leonard. Can't connect from short range.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
On the wing, Harden. 11 points in the game. Knocks down the long J. Harden's got 7 points here in the quarter.
If the defense doesn't slow Harden down, he's going to continue to pile it on.
And Los Angeles making a change here. DiVincenzo with it. He's got 6. Pass to Edwards. Anthony Edwards rips it down.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Harden. Now Collins. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The 3 ball is part of JC's game, but I like Collins the most inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Ant-Man getting it done inside.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. We're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. To the left side wing. Gore. That three's off the mark. Clippers trail by 4. Collins outside. And now we've got an intentional foul. And the Clippers making a change here. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
After going undrafted in 2016, Derrick Jones Jr. carved out an important role for himself, Clark.
Yeah, he really did, and it was all about refinement. Early on, VA, he was seen almost exclusively as just a dunker, but now he's a valuable 3-and-D guy. Credit to him for refining that part of his game, improving as a three-point shooter, and continuing to impact the game at the defensive end.
Pass to Collier. Here's Shannon. Jackson outside. Just 5 to shoot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands he need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
And the Wolves still seeking their first title, Clark.
Yep, the Lakers won 5 championships when they played in Minneapolis, BA, way in the day. The Timberwolves joined the league in 1989, and they're still trying to bring another basketball title to the city.
Here's Collier. Pass to Shannon. Kicks it out to Middleton. Here's Collier. And so the ball out of bounds. Middleton touched it last.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Right side, Harden. Five to shoot. Pulls up, high post. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Jackson, the screen. Outside Gobert. DiVincenzo driving. Another shot. Now Edwards. And stolen by Leonard. On the wing, Harden. Now Zubac. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
And stolen by Leonard. .152 left to the 4th. Screen by Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Zubac to take the lead. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Outside Edwards. Collins rips down the board. A critical possession with time winding down.
Yep, this is their moment.
Outside Harden. Banks it home. Big shot.
And you know the ball's going to Harden when the game's tight. Terrific at delivering and producing down the stretch.
That's in.
Look at DiVincenzo going on the attack. Knows they need some points on this possession, and he delivered.
Here's Harden. Collins outside. Lets loose for three. Rebounded by Jackson. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Just 5 on the clock.
Boy, at 6'4", 225 pounds of twisted cable wire, Edwards is built like a linebacker.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he ends up missing both free throws.
Oh, that could have been the end of it. Instead, he hands them a lifeline.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Oh, no good on the layup. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
I don't get angry at the bills I have to pay. I don't get angry with my mom. When goes right to the it's all the same. Living with Louis Dog's the only way to stay sane. Let the loving come back to me. Remember that loving is what I got.